Hello Disney cruisers, and welcome to this great big beautiful day as we go over day 4 of our Disney Cruise Line vacation on the Disney Wish as we experience what it's like to have a day at sea on this beautiful ship. Before we do that, of course, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already so that you can get latest updates on any future videos as well as anything we have to bring you for your future vacation planning needs. Before we start our day here at the Day at Sea, we are going to have breakfast at 1923. So on the Disney cruise ships, there's usually an option for a sit-down breakfast, kind of a la carte style, unlike a buffet. So we're not doing Marceline Market, we're doing 1923 in the Roy Disney side, which is where we're going to have dinner tonight and breakfast tomorrow morning. So the theming here in 1923, which we'll get into a little bit later, is centered around the history of the animation there of the Walt Disney Company, which of course this year we're celebrating 100 years. If you look to the right, you're going to see that we're actually at port. We're actually at Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale because of an emergency. So we're staying out here for a little bit and then we're going to head back to sea for our day at sea. But in the meantime, let's take a look at our menu here. This is just a good morning menu for some items here. Got a chilled out section, your kids section for children of all ages, omelets, hot cereals, fresh from the griddle, and even some signature breakfasts. And then additional things for the menu. And of course, as we've said before, as with anything here with the menus, you can just order pretty much whatever you want and as much as you want. So even for breakfast, that you can still do that. And they even bring you Danishes if you want for the morning. Christy's got a croissant, I have a cheese Danish, and Orla got herself a chocolate chip muffin. I will tell you they're really good, that's all I gotta say. Anthony's entree came out. He's got himself a make-your-own omelet with some tomatoes, cucumbers, and a hash brown. And do you remember what you got in that there, Anthony?
I believe it's mushrooms, ham, bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos.
Look at that. Nice fancy breakfast there for 1923, and Lorelai got an omelet as well, which she's enjoying. Christy got herself the buttermilk pancakes with some dried cranberries on the side with some side of bacon. And then I actually got something we saw that didn't realize it was a kid's meal, but of course it is for kids of all ages. And this is what they call the peanut butter and jelly typhoon. It's got a large pancake with peanut butter swirl drizzled with red jelly served with some fresh fruit. I also got a side of corned beef hash and bacon. And this looks amazing, actually. And it's in the kids' plates too, which, as you can see, is the shape of Mickey, which we haven't really shown you yet, but just check out the 1923 logo and Steamboat Willie. Awesome. I've had the bacon and corned beef hash on this cruise, which you can see in our previous videos. Check out the description for that on this cruise series. But this peanut butter and jelly pancake, we're gonna try it now. I'm assuming they didn't give me syrup because I don't think it needs it. Let's see. The peanut butter and jelly is very smooth, great texture, and the warmth of the pancake, just like it almost melts in your mouth. I've actually, some people might know about this, but I've made grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before, and the kids have had that. They're amazing, and this reminds me of that. You should give it a try sometime. Add some peanut butter and jelly together and some pieces of bread, grill it like a grilled cheese on a griddle, and this is what it reminds me of. This is really, really good, no syrup needed. Breakfast is over, but I have to have my iced caramel latte from here at the Bayou, as you see in the corner. But we're not here for food and drinks necessarily. We are here for some advanced Star Wars trivia. And I'm here with my pal in crime, Anthony. You excited?
Absolutely.
This is your first trivia on this cruise, isn't it?
Yeah. Advanced Star Wars trivia, challenge accepted. Let's do this.
Anthony and I have had a debate for quite some time about who the biggest Star Wars fan is. Today, we're going to determine that. Even though we are on the same team, I'm going to rely on Anthony here to carry me through this trivia competition.
All right, so without further ado, here we go. Question 1. Is it going up there? Okay. Count Dooku is also known by what Sith name? Yeah. All right, question 2. To whom does Luke say this? No one's ever really gone. I have options, do you need them? Number 3, when Palpatine says, good Anakin, good, kill him now, who is he talking about? Number 4,
perfect.
what kind of creature do the Tusken Raiders ride on primarily? Number 5, what is the name of the large green lizards the sand troopers ride on in Tatooine? Alright, number 6, who says this? The strongest stars have hearts of Kyber. A. Yoda, B. Chirrut Imwe, C. Maz Kanata, or D. Darth Sidious. Alright, number 7. What colour is Mace Windu's lightsaber? Number 8. What is the name of the massive machine the Jawas use for transportation? Number 9. Who hired Zam Wessel to kill Senator Amidala? 10. Well, we're halfway there. Oh, Trivia on the chair, Trivia on the chair. In case you didn't know, we're halfway through the trivia. So, alright, what is the name of Count Dooku's failed apprentice? A. Aura Singh, B. Asajj Ventress, C. Anakin Skywalker, or D. Ahsoka Tano. Number 11. In a message to the people of Lothal, who said this? Stand up together, because that's when we're strongest. As one. A. Ezra, B. Sabine, C. Zeb, or D. Kanan. Next one. 12. Who said this? I've got a really good feeling about this. A. Lando, B. Luke Skywalker, C. Han Solo, D. Tobias Beckett. 13. Finish the quote. I am one with the Force. Number 14. What kind of droid is C-3PO? Number 15. Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit. True or false? Right. Number 16. Finish this Princess Leia quote. Somebody has to save us into the... Right. Number 17. In the Clone Wars movie, who says this? In my book, experience outranks everything. Alright, next one. How many years after Order 66 does the events of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series take place? A. 5 years, B. 7 years, C. 10 years, or D. 12 years. Alright, number 19. What does Han Solo say to the bartender when exiting the cantina? Last one, here we go. What call sign did Bodhi give the band of rebels?
We just finished some Star Wars trivia there, as you saw. Unfortunately, we only got 18 out of 20 right, which was not enough to get those medals. But it was a lot of fun, and I think we learned some new things. What do you think, Anthony?
Honestly, I really liked it a lot. At first I thought it was pretty easy, but there were a couple questions that we did have a pretty difficult time with, which were those questions that we got wrong. Overall, I really like the trivia, and I hope to do some more soon.
Now we're headed up to Deck 11. We're going to check out one of the stores that we haven't been into yet, Forget-Me-Nots, or Dory's Forget-Me-Nots, which has some of your sundries as well as cool graphic tees that we want to show you when you're here on your day at sea on the Disney Wish. We're now on the Deck 11 aft side of the ship for Dory's Forget-Me-Nots. Here you can get some awesome cruise line gear, Disney Cruise Line, including this cute selection of items. Now, because of the amount of people in here, I probably won't take a video of everything, but you can see some of the things they have here. A lot of swim and beach wear as well. Starting out in the corner here, you're gonna have some cool merchandise. Again, all very oceany related. We actually have this at home, which is like a nice big beach blanket. You have some towels, some cute like Hawaiian style shirts or just cruise line shirts as well. Nice little mermaid themed tumbler there for Disney Cruise Line, as well as some cute shirts. Then you have a nice popping Disney Cruise Line collection, a nice, like a sundress, and looks like a phone holder, and even some patches as well as a towel. And you got Wish Come True tumbler, and almost like a UV shirt that says Disney Cruise Line. There's also more swimwear here. I actually went ahead and got this one, which is another UV shirt, and some swimming trunks as well. And over to this side, you're gonna have your selection of sandals and even Crocs. There's even a Disney Cruise Line duffel, which looks like it's a special $30 with any $40 merchandise order. And then a selection of Havianas, including the 100th anniversary ones down at the bottom there. More selection of swimsuits and goggles and other swimwear, as well as some bath toys. Then here's a first selection of graphic tees they have, which this store has the most graphic tees you're gonna find on the ship from what I've seen. If you need a pair of sunglasses, you can find them here as well at Dory's Forget-Me-Nots. There's also this cool Disney Wish towel, which we have at home. We got last year on our inaugural cruise. There's also swim diapers and sunblock if you need that, and also phone pouches for the water. And then lastly, your biggest selection of graphic tees. Now it's good to always come here early if you can, because some of these do sell out. And of course what we have here may not be here when you arrive, but if you are coming soon, these are the different designs you can get. I actually ended up purchasing this Aqua Mouse one, as well as this Star Wars one, which has got different ships from the Star Wars franchise, which is pretty cool. And Anthony got this Hyperspace Lounge one, which apparently is actually going out of stock, so that was on sale, so you probably won't find that one. And then Christy has this shirt as well, she got last year. We're back in the stateroom for a quick wardrobe change, and I did want to cover one little aspect here that unfortunately we discover that you have to do at the end of your stay on the Disney Cruise Line. On the second to last night before your departure off the ship, you actually get these slips here, which are gratuity slips that you can actually put in gratuity envelopes, so you can personally hand them to your servers or to your host or hostess that you have, which is highly recommended as opposed to leaving it in the room. And they do want you to make sure you give them to them personally. There's different amounts that are preset, which you can either pay in advance if you've not done so, in which case you don't have to do this, or you can make any adjustments at guest services. We did make an adjustment to one of them just because of the service, and it was exceptional. But once you have these, you put them into envelopes, and then typically hand them to those appropriate persons in the evening of the last night, such as tonight. So just wanted to show you this. The gratuities, again, they are modifiable, but they're well-deserved and highly recommended because they really work very hard for them, and it's something that you can expect. That being said, for example, the stateroom, you'll see how every morning after breakfast it gets made up again. Very nice, like you've never left. And then take a look out that window, we're gonna see what that day at sea looks like. As you can see outside, we're just coasting along the water. Considering we had Hurricane Lee that was kind of far out there, this has been a very surprisingly great journey on the sea. Not nearly as rocky or bumpy as we were expecting. Also, another cool feature of the TVs here is that you can actually have a channel where you can see not only a bridge report of where the ship is and navigation, you can actually get a captain's view of what is in front of the ship. So you can see that captain's view right there. You can see it's just open water. And that front of the ship there that you see in the bottom, that's where we were yesterday morning in our video, which you can see that description, that link in the description, as well as in the upper right hand corner for our day 3 video, on our way to Castaway Cay. Now we're gonna head to the Hero Zone for a cool activity they have on your day at sea, and it's gonna be Jack's Diaper Dash. Of course, we don't have a little one, but our friends who are traveling with Sarah and Will have a little one by the name of Matthew. He's gonna try to do that diaper dash. We're gonna see how fun that is and see if we can get some of that on video for you. Back at the Hero Zone for the diaper dash. So here is Matthew. He's gonna go race, right, baby? You can't say, he's like, yeah, I got this. I'm gonna win.
Game on.
He likes the little mic on my camera.
Hello, Hero Zone! Who's ready to race some babies? Oh yes, hello everyone, and welcome to Jack's Incredible Diaper Dash. Oh yes. Hello everybody, my name is Ellie.
to Royal Dwarf.
Okay, and today we have got lots of sign-ups for our fabulous event. So, what's going to happen is we're going to invite 5 babies at a time to come and tackle our course. Okay, the winner of each heat will then get into the final, which will then race the final 3 babies to see who will be the winner of Jack's Incredible Diamond Dash. Oh yes! Alright everybody, we are also joined by the fabulous Megan. Everybody give it up for Megan! Yes! Megan's going to be helping our babies get along that course. They are still getting to the finish line. Alright, so there are a couple of requirements of our babies today. So, our babies must be super crawlers, okay? Just crawlers, not walkers, but today might be the day where one of our super crawlers here decides that today, right here, in this moment, during the race, it is their time to rise to their feet and take their very first steps. And if that happens, the crowd will go wild! Woo! But unfortunately, they will be disqualified. So, yeah. Crawlers only, everybody, okay? If we do see any super walkers, yes, we will congratulate you, but they can no longer take part. It's the way it is, it's the way it is. Alright, so are you ready to go? And our final baby on our first heat.
The final baby of the first heat is Matthew, who is 11 months old from Florida.
Lovely to meet you. Awesome. Now, tell us a bit about Matthew.
They're 11 months old and they are from Florida.
Awesome, all the way from Florida. You've come a long way, Matthew. Are you ready? Are you raring to go? Oh, they're ready, everybody. Now, is everybody ready? You are awesome. So we will have from one parallel rhythm at the start and also one at the end as well to encourage our crawler to make their way from the start to the finish line. So it is almost time to get started, but we do need your help, everybody. When we start the race, we want to hear you all shout, "Race those babies!" Okay? So are you ready? Here we go. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Race those babies!
Although Matthew did his best, he still got a prize. He got this awesome Jack's Diaper Dash bib to commemorate his Diaper Dash attempt. We are now going to a galaxy far, far away to Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. You might have seen that in our video a couple of days ago, but today I have a few friends who've never been in here who are going to check it out for the first time. I've got Anthony, Lorelai, and Skylar. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go into Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. And here is the menu for Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge in the form of a data pad. Of course, it's upside down, so that's not gonna work. There we go. All right, of course, we're gonna do the libation free because we have the kids here, so nothing alcoholic today. Looks like we're at Tatooine, and you can see the Razor Crest there in the background. Maybe not, nope. But what's cool is that the Razor Crest here, Mando's ship, or what was his ship, is being projected in this screen. You can kind of see it there a little bit. There it is. You like it, Anthony?
Yeah, I can spend all day here.
The libation-free drinks that we're gonna get today, we're gonna try the Cloud City, which we have not tried yet. Lorelai and Anthony are gonna grab that. I'm gonna do that Temple Twist, which I tried before, which was really good. Also, they give us these little berries, candied berries, as a snack, and they're actually amazing. And we're enjoying those while we enjoy the scenery of the background. And we're going to hyperspace, and where are we gonna go? Let's find out. Where are we at, Anthony? Because that's a new order Star Destroyer, isn't it?
That is I believe that's the first order.
Oh, first order Star Destroyer.
First order class Star Destroyer. I don't remember the name of the planet, but it's the one where Maz Kanata's castle is at.
Okay, all right, yeah, that planet. Unlike the cantinas that you might be used to, like Oga's Cantina there in Batu, the Hyperspace Lounge is actually inspired by Drayden Voss's luxury starship. So that's why we're enjoying some luxury drinks with our starship. So here's the Temple Twist, which again has apple, mint, pineapple, ginger beer, and kiwi. I had this the other day, it's very good. It's even got some boba pearls in there. And then the kids got this Cloud City, which has oat milk, blue raspberry, and galaxy ice cream. It's almost like a blue milk situation there. Did you try it already, Lorelai? How is it?
Just like yogurt with granola.
Okay, interesting. How about you, Anthony? You're taking a sip of that.
I like that a lot.
I guess I'm gonna have to give this a try now. This looks pretty good. It's interesting. I'm not sure how to explain it, to be honest. I personally am not a huge fan of it. I like the Temple Twist better. But for the kids, it has more of that ice cream texture and flavor to it, like almost like a milkshake, a little bit more frosty than a milkshake. They might like it a little bit better. So here's that Temple Twist again. As you can see that you have the kiwi there with the little ears, of course, like Yoda or even Grogu. We're gonna try that one now. Here we go. I'm not a huge fan of ginger beer, but you don't really taste it. You definitely get the fruitiness there of the pineapple, the apple, and it's really refreshing and has almost like a Sprite taste to it. You ready to try the Temple Twist, Anthony?
Not bad. I actually like it. To me, it kind of tastes like a kiwi Sprite. Does that make sense?
Well, it does have kiwi. It does have kiwi in it, so yeah, that makes perfect sense.
But it's like it legit like tastes like a Sprite. I like that a lot. Wow.
Now Lorelai's gonna give the Temple Twist a try.
I've never had kiwi, so this is the first. Definitely Sprite. It's got like that bubble. It's actually really good. It's not overly sweet. I like it.
Which do you like better, your drink, the Cloud City, or do you like the Temple Twist better?
Totally a Temple Twist.
And how about you, Anthony? Which do you like better?
Give me a moment to think about it. Cloud City.
Anthony made an interesting observation as we flew into Coruscant. It looks like all the planets that we've gone to so far are all listed as part of the drinks and the cocktails. That one planet we thought was Takodana, which is where Maz Kanata is actually probably Batu. We haven't been to Mustafar yet. We are at Coruscant now, and we were just at the moons of Endor, and we did see Tatooine earlier, and then the asteroid belt I've seen in the past as well. So I think they're all related to that, and that would make perfect sense for the theming here. Anthony likes the Cloud City so much that he actually took Lorelai's, and Lorelai took my Temple Twist that she's drinking over there because I'm getting another drink. But what do you have to say about that?
Best drink in the galaxy, I must say. Even over the Blue Bantha at Oga's Cantina. I don't know. I just really like this better. It's a lot smoother. It's got the ice cream, of course, and overall, I just prefer it over the Blue Bantha because the Blue Bantha is just blue milk with a cookie on top, and the presentation for that is nice. But in terms of the actual taste, it was more underwhelming than this. So this is my favorite drink in the entire galaxy so far.
And now presented to you from Mustafar, the Birken's Flow, from the largest lava fall of the galaxy. It has Silver Ray coconut, rum chata, Godiva chocolate, and coconut water. Let's try this Birken's Flow. The little red pieces that you might have seen in the picture there, it's shaved coconut. And then of course the Silver Ray coconut in there. Stands out really good. The rum chata is really good. I got this drink because of the Silver Ray coconut, because I'm a big coconut flavor fan, and rum chata I like as well. It's also got Godiva chocolate in it. Just that combination, this is amazing. It's not super strong, which could make it a very dangerous drink in that case. But of course, we're enjoying our time here at Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. But I'm gonna finish this. The kids already left to go to the kids club and do their thing, because they can do that. And then we may just get in the water, have a little lunch, and maybe ride the Aquamouse, because I haven't done that yet on this cruise. Now, as we head out of the Hyperspace Lounge, they actually gave me a to-go cup. It's not glass this time. Instead, it's this cool-looking fancy plastic cup, which I might actually keep. And it looks like they rimmed it with some red sugar there. It looks really cool. But yes, this Birkin's Flow is and was amazing. Up back on the pool deck, 11 for lunch. Got to Mickey's Barbecue and have some of that amazing brisket that we love. Tried a couple of those ribs, haven't had those yet. The sausage is also amazing. Got bread and butter pickles, jalapeno cornbread, mac and cheese, potato salad, and a corn salad with a Mississippi honey barbecue sauce. All of this we've had before in one of our previous videos, so you can see how our comments on that, except for the ribs, but I'm sure the ribs we had at Castaway are pretty similar. I just know it smells good, it looks good, and we're gonna eat some lunch before we get in the pool. Unfortunately, as in times in the past during this cruise, Aquamouse is not operating at the moment, so hopefully we'll get to go on a little bit later. We did give you a POV with Anthony on the first day here, but in the meantime, Christy and I, with her beer in hand, are enjoying the adult side. They're actually in this little waiting area as we've had before. As you can see, we're just waiting in the pool. It's got a nice little waterfall in the back just to kind of cool you off, because the infinity pool is a bit much at the moment, but because we're at a day at sea, you can just see the sea from the back. We're actually right off the coast of the Miami area due to having to make a stop in Fort Lauderdale to drop off a passenger for an emergency. But other than that, we're enjoying this view in this quiet cove area. Another cool thing that we have here in the adult area is that we have some live music. I'm not familiar with this. It's actually pretty cool. We have the Seaside Solo with Ryan Schmidt giving us a 45-minute acoustic presentation. Right now he's singing All-Star from Smash Mouth. It's really cool. Of course, you have the bar there, and then the infinity pool that looks out to the sea. There's actually another cruise ship way down there. Just take a look at that open water. It's very pretty here in the adult section. And then there's Christy. And looking out the aft starboard side, we have the Disney Magic floating alongside the Disney Wish. Take a look at that. It's so pretty. So if you hear Christy yelling in the background, it's because in the past we've been near other ships and they did a horn battle. And that's kind of what we're hoping they would do. If we can try to catch that, we will. But you can see the Disney Magic sailing alongside the Disney Wish. And while we're doing that, you can just see the draft that we're pulling from the back of the ship, which is where we're at. We're in the aft. So cool. We're just enjoying our day at sea here on the Disney Wish. Unfortunately, we didn't get that horn battle we were hoping for between the Disney Wish and the Disney Magic, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun there in the adult area anyway. As you already know, today is our last full day on the cruise, even though it's a day at sea. Tomorrow we head back to Port Canaveral. And on the day before, you have to head back to your, well, home really, or wherever it is you're going after the cruise. There is a piece of something you do need to make sure you do while preparing for that departure. So your stateroom host will actually provide you with cool little tags. Now, Mars are themed for Goofy, but they will depend on really your cruise or in your stateroom location. But on these tags are basically, these are going to go on your luggage that you want them to take in the evening to put outside your door no later than 10:30 p.m. the evening of before you depart from the cruise, and they will make sure that your luggage is going to be stored and secure and ready for you when you get back to the port and right before you hit to customs. Any items that have a lot of value to you, any medications you have, as well as your travel documents, most importantly, such as your passport, your birth certificates, and the like, you want to make sure that you put in a carry-on bag or carry-on off the ship with you, as opposed to putting in that luggage that you put outside your door. Because after 10:30 p.m. the evening before you depart the ship, you're not going to see that luggage again until you get off the ship and back at your port. Now we're gonna go ahead and change and then get ready to explore the ship a little bit more and then head off to dinner, which is at 1923 this evening, which is named after the Walt Disney Company and its founding date. Of course, as you may already know, it is the 100th anniversary for the Walt Disney Company, so 1923 just has that much more significance. It's also one of our favorite restaurants, and we'll show you why in a little bit. But now let's go ahead and explore a little bit more and see what else we want to do before that. Throughout the ship, you're going to see these little kiosks, which are actually going to be of your images that you get taken during the ship. And right outside here, shutters is where you can actually purchase any packages. If you have any type of discounts, you can purchase them in here. But your packages include physical photos, digital photos, really any type of package you want. They have many different options. I usually opt for the all digital package just because I can download them and print them once I wish. But yeah, it's a pretty cool place to go to. Make sure you come out to deck 5 mid-ship to come visit Shutters. Since we're on deck 5, I do want to go ahead and show you Edge. We did go more thoroughly into it during our open house on our first day, but this is the tween club, ages 11 to 14. This is where Lorelai spends most of her time. It is typically restricted access, but it looks like those doors not working, but you can hear the background noise. Of course, I can't go in there, but wanted to show you that here. Edge is on deck 5 on the aft side. We came down to deck 4 in the aft stairwell. And this is where Worlds of Marvel is, where we had our dinner the first night. Also where we had our outdoor viewing there to check out some shuffleboard as well as just really good view of the water. You're also going to have Hope's Barbery here, which is where you can actually do some tasting of beverages, adult beverages, as well as get your haircut done, among other things. And just the hours today, at the day at sea, 1:30 to 6 and 7 to 9:30. But another cool feature here that they have on the Disney Wish. As we head towards midship on deck 4, you're gonna have the Wishing Star Cafe, one of the multiple coffee bars you'll have here to offer your coffee beverages as well as liquor beverage concoctions to have with your drinks. Throughout this cruise, you've seen us cover many different places on the ship, but unfortunately, the ship is so massive, it's hard to cover everything. I mean, it's not massive like a small city like some cruise ships, but there's just a lot to cover. Point being, there's a lot to do on a Disney Cruise Line ship, especially the Disney Wish, and I hope that we can answer all the questions that you've had on that. Now, of course, if you have other questions, please feel free to leave a comment, ask us the question. We've been on 5 cruises, so hopefully we can have an answer for you. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Like this video, share it with your friends, so that way we can really get the word out about Disney Cruise Line, even though they really don't need that promotion. But it's an amazing opportunity if you've never been, and of course if you have, you totally understand what I'm talking about. That being said, also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We want to go ahead and provide you with lots of information, whether it's in a future Disney cruise, Disneyland Resort, which we plan on doing next year, and of course Walt Disney World, which is something that we like to do on a regular basis. We're here on deck 3 in the Grand Hall, and I found Belle and Christy and Sarah. They're gonna get us some pictures together.
Hey!
They're gonna get pictures with Belle, and then apparently there's a big line already coming for Cinderella.
And now, a preview of tonight's performance of Aladdin, the musical spectacular, in 1 minute. Arabian Nights, shake me out, the diamond in the rough.
Who, me? One jump ahead of the red line.
Riff-raff.
I don't buy that. Hey, look, a cave. I wonder.
Thrill-eyed me!
I wish.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Alibaba, done it a lovely Jude.
I could show you the world. Jafar is a snake.
Oh,
Yes,
oh, me, oh,
I don't know why it happens, but it happens. Excuse me.
Slither, hiss.
No, take your time. I like it.
Okay, you know, ooh, yeah, I'm a snake.
Yeah.
I'm a slithery snake. I'm a sneaky little snake.
Jafar, get in here.
No.
Genie, I wish for your freedom.
Yeah. And what about Jasmine?
I'm the Sultan now.
And Sheen.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
We've ended some of our character interactions for the day, and it's time for dinner at 1923. Let's get some food. We're at the table, and check out Oswald. This is actually the, of course, the junior artist workbook, but there's the presentation for the plates for 1923. And with our Disney service, the kids received their side of cherries to go with their Shirley Temples that they will soon receive on the table, because that's the type of service that we receive here. The servers remember your orders from previous nights as far as drinks go, and they have it ready. But yeah, Oswald, of course, Disney's first real character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. What's cool about 1923 is you're going to see different artwork from different movies in the animated universe of Disney, such as Tiana and friends from Princess and the Frog is shown in the back wall that we have here. But let's get to our 1923 menu. We have appetizers such as spiced ahi tuna, tricolor tortellini, burrata with prosciutto, duck confit pastiglia, some salads, got a kettle of different kettle of different soups. And then for bread service, we have the fig and olive bread with honey butter dip. Entrees this evening are going to be pasta, you have a salmon fillet, chicken, rack of lamb, filet mignon, a couple of vegetarian options as well, and some lighter notes, of course, as on all dinner menus. Being big Disney fans, this is probably one of our favorite restaurants here on the Disney Wish, and the food just adds to that. It is sad it's our last night, but we're gonna end it off with a great dinner and then some more things for you. So we're gonna order our food and show you what that's all about. We have the fig and olive bread here with the honey butter dip. That looks really good. I think it's gonna be worth giving it a try. Got myself a piece of that bread now with that dip. Take a look at that. See how it is. The bread is very crusty on the outside, but nice and soft on the inside. Still a little on the warm side, which is awesome. And then the butter, it's not overly sweet like you would expect for a honey butter. So really good, and great start to an awesome meal. Christy's appetizer, she got, one of them at least, is this burrata mozzarella cheese with prosciutto di Parma, with crisp cranberry and sunflower seed phyllo dough, and a charred blood orange. And my appetizer I have here is the Alameda porcini spiced ahi tuna with pickled lotus root, oyster mushroom, black sesame brittle, wasabi, a yuzu mayonnaise, and even some soy sauce. Both of these appetizers we had last year, and to tell you the truth, they're amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Just look how that tuna is cooked. It's so good. I know I said that this tuna was good, but just look at that. Look at how colorful that is, and then with that yuzu mayonnaise, some soy sauce, and even a little bit of that wasabi. It's just truly amazing. The wasabi has that expected kick to it, and that soy sauce, I mean, it's basically like you're eating sushi or sashimi. It's amazing. Now, if you ever want to try tuna, you're not sure, this is a great place to try it. I gave Lorelai a little bit, she didn't like it. But if you don't, that's not a problem. It's already included as part of your cruise. But for me, I love tuna, and with the theming here of 1923, of course, it has to do with the also that a lot of that California flavor that you get, because based on that time period. This is exceptional, and again, one of the reasons why this is one of our favorite restaurants here on the Disney Wish. Next up is my soup from the kettle selection. This is the pulled guinea hen corn chowder with Yukon gold potato, cilantro, and smoked bacon. This corn chowder smells really, really good. It just, and then just the fact that it's a guinea hen in there, just looks amazing, smells amazing, and I know it's gonna taste amazing too. Again, had this last year, so always go back. It's like a creamed corn soup, but not as sweet as creamed corn. It has a lot more savory flavor notes to it. Again, another thing about Disney cruises, if it's something that's really good, they don't really change the menu up, which is awesome for those who want to come back and have the same thing over and over again, because, again, you come to expect great service. I mean, like with any fancy restaurant, unless they do like a rotational menu based on seasonal ingredients. This is just something I look forward to anytime we're on the ship, at least the second time we're on the ship. But it's amazing, corn chowder, and entrees coming up next, and yeah, that'll be new because I've never had that before, the chicken, but we'll taste that together, if you know what I mean. Our entrees are out, and Christy here has the tortiglione pasta, which has a prosecco cream sauce, pancetta, shallots, cremini mushrooms, and lemon thyme. Again, another dish that Anthony also received we had last year let me just say, of course, if you like your pasta and your cream sauces, this would be amazing. My entree has also arrived, and I have here the Riverside roasted green circle chicken with leek rondelles, Brussels sprouts there at the top, Yukon potato fondant, honey crisp apple chutney, and a Cabernet Sauvignon reduction, which of course looks like it'll taste really well with that. I'm a big fan of chicken skin, don't judge me, so we're gonna try some of that with that sauce right now. That chicken skin, really good and juicy. Has a little bit of a crisp to it, not too super crispy, but I had added some of that Cabernet sauce in there, and it's just wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I am picking some of this regular chicken meat, such as here. So you see, I'm gonna dip that in that sauce and give it a taste. The chicken is not dry at all, very moist. And then that sauce, there's almost like a sweetness to it with that savory mix. Wonderful combination. Now I'm gonna try that rectangular block you might have saw on the plate. That is the potato fondant, I guess they call it, even though it's not really like fondant in the sense of a cake. But you have that little piece of potato there. It's like they took mashed potatoes, pressed it really tightly into this rectangle, and torched it a little bit. Very good, really good accompaniment to the chicken, and I'm excited just to dig in and finish off dinner. Dinner is over, and now it's time for the sweetly ever after portion of the meal, the desserts here at 1923. So we have their famous churros calientes, which is my honest favorite. Sugar spice churros with dulce de leche. They have a flourless orange almond cake that's gluten-free, a Fuji apple cheesecake, which is also really good, Hollywood Hills hot chocolate fudge sundae, and then the signature dessert is a Burbank blueberry lemon Bavarian cream, and then a no sugar added coconut tapioca pudding. So dessert is now out, and Christy has the Atwater Fuji apple cheesecake here with sweet dough shell, caramelized apples, cinnamon cheesecake, and a rolled oat crumble. And then my dessert here, probably one of the best desserts they have here, is the churros calientes with sugar spice churros and dulce de leche. Not only can you have churros at Walt Disney World, but you have them here on the Disney Wish or Disney Cruise Line. And I don't think they have churros at any other Disney cruise ship. But take a look at that dulce de leche there and how wonderful that looks on that churro. My churros are still a little warm, and it has that great crust on the outside and the softness on the inside. And if you like dulce de leche, this tastes just like you would expect. The combination, it does say spiced churro or like a caliente as in hot. There's no heat to it in a sense, but it's a great amount of flavor, and we're gonna enjoy this and then maybe go back to the pool, maybe finally get on the Aqua Mouse. Not sure yet, but you know, we're just having a little bit of fun on this final night. We've made it back up to the adult area side of the ship and the infinity pool, which has nobody in it right now. Of course, you can't really see anywhere because we are actually in the middle of the sea and it's pitch black out. But just kind of cool how everything glows. And if you just want a nice relaxing evening by the pool without kids, this is the place to go. After spending a little bit of time in that adult section for one last time before we have to head back to Florida tomorrow, we're gonna do a little bit of trivia just because we're fun to do stuff like that and we love trivia. It's one of the things we like to do, and as we have already, let's go and show you a little bit of that. We're looking to do some trivia here on the 5th deck midship, and we're actually stopping at Keg and Compass. It's open 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. today. It does have occasional adult hours, such as today, which is 18 plus, but we're gonna head inside this sports bar-like atmosphere and show you around. So some of the decor here has the Kraken holding different items. In this particular one, you'll see the Kraken holding a Mickey bar. Over here, you'll see it holding a shell. And then here, you're gonna look at the map. It looks like an old map that the old explorers used to use. This one's called Seafarer's World. It shows you a map of the world. And there's looks like a football game on right now. And then we have another crack in there, and then this one is holding, it looks like a Mickey waffle and a drink. And then there's a lot of different things along this wall. Really cool just to take a look at. This can encompass sports bar area. And again, on the ceilings, you're gonna have all the different maps of Africa, and really just the whole map of the world is on that ceiling. It's pretty cool.
Now, we are here for our Naughties music trivia. Why is it called Naughties? Because in the UK, that's what we call it, because it's naught. Our Naughties trivia. No one's done anything wrong. It's not a bad trivia. It's a good trivia, yes. So thousands music, early millennial music, yes. Is everybody ready to start the trivia? Yes. So this music trivia, like all music trivias, are going to be out of 40 points. So you're going to get a point for the artist, and then you'll get a point for the song. There's no sort of other way to get a point, because I don't see how we can. So, without further ado, our very first track of our Naughties music trivia is this. I wonder what it could be. Track number 2. Now, on to track 3.
Oh, I know that one.
Track 4.
Hey! No! Shut!
Track 5.
Oh.
Track 6. So, track 7. Oh, it's track 8, and I feel like track 8's quite an easy one. I can't remember how long we give it, but I like it a lot, so enjoy.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Track 9.
I hope so. Yes.
Track 10. Ooh, track 10, spicy. Now, track 11. Ah, this is the one I like. Good luck. On to track number 12.
Yes.
Track 13 that I'm sure you're all going to get. I'm basically giving away a point at this moment. So here you go.
Yeah, I knew that one was on it.
14.
Oh.
Track 15. Please don't sing along. We can sing along when we give out the not to this one anyway. You can sing along when we give it out because this one's too tempting.
Okay.
On to track 17.
Whoa! Wow! What passion!
Track 18. Track 19. Another terribly difficult one. I apologize. So hard, so difficult, so difficult. And then on to our final track. It's track 20. Yes, it is our final track of our Naughties music trivia. And it is this one.
That was a fun little game of 2000s music trivia. Unfortunately, we didn't do so well. However, we are now ready to show you the Kiss Goodnight that they have here several times a night in the Grand Hall. Let's go check that out. That was the Kiss Goodnight from Cinderella. They do show it several times in the evening, I believe also at 10 and 11, but that was the midnight one, which means it is now Friday, which means we also get off the ship in about 8.5 hours. But after we get off the ship, we're heading out to Walt Disney World, to Disney's Coronado Springs, to experience the Grand Destino Tower in one of their club level rooms and show you that club level. But of course, make sure you like and share this video first. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's jump to the morning so we can show you what it really means to say goodbye on a Disney Cruise Line ship, especially here on the Disney Wish. We are now back at Port Canaveral on Friday morning on day 5. It's only about 6:30 in the morning. We ported about 6. They already have a lot of the luggage off. And now I think it's just about time to head down to 1923 to get our last breakfast before we depart. We are back in the Grand Hall. There is a line for early debarkation, which they are waiting over where that's at, but we are in line to get breakfast at 1923 on the Roy Disney side. So we are heading to the same table we had last night here in 1923, as you see all the shuffle of people getting into the breakfast. Here is the good morning breakfast for the last day on Disney Cruise Line. And for breakfast today, we're having a ship. No, just kidding. So we have our breakfast pantry favorites here, between chilled grapefruit, fresh fruit, smoked salmon, and the such. Hot cereals, fresh from the bakery, and then some breakfast favorites. I think I'm gonna go for the Denver omelet and maybe see if they can do a side of bacon. But here's what you have for breakfast. It is a limited menu, but it's still gonna be good nonetheless, with the same service you had for dinners from the previous 4 nights. Kind of like at the beginning of the video where we had breakfast in 1923. On our 4th day, you have Danishes they come with, which I got this time, a berry Danish. Got my cranberry juice and actually had some coffee. Not a big fan of Joffrey's, but I don't think this is Joffrey's. It's actually pretty good. Also, with regard to these envelopes that I mentioned earlier in the video, we do come to breakfast that last day and we would give them to the servers, usually after they're done taking care of us. Before we leave, we want to hand these to them just to show them how well we receive their service. And of course, these are going to have those strips that you receive in your stateroom the day before for their service. It basically has the gratuities listed on there or any adjustments you make to it. Lorelei's entree, or well, Lorelei's breakfast has arrived, and she is the specialty or recommendation of the house, which is that French toast there with a side of bacon. How's that look, Lorelei?
It looks really good.
We're just gonna dig in, and I have the Denver omelet here with a hash brown on the side and some bacon, just because, yeah, gotta have my protein. And now the saddest part of the cruise.
We're off the boat.
Leaving the ship, as Lorelei said, we are officially off the boat. Back at Port Canaveral. We'll see you next time. We're now headed down to the luggage area. Really cool theming they have here in the terminal as we head down to where we need to go. Definitely a big promotion of Disney Plus down here. That's awesome there. Look at that. Mando with Grogu. Feels like an adventure, like what we just got off of with our family. Wakanda forever. Still haven't seen that movie yet. Heard it's really good though. When you exit this long winding way, you're gonna actually come out to different sections that are gonna have your tags. So we had the orange Goofy tag. So all of our luggage is gonna be in that corner. Once we get that, we'll have porters to help us take it to the car. And now we're exiting through customs. We're gonna get our identity checked, of course, and head back to the car. Been through customs, now heading to the garage. We'll say Port Canaveral here, the Disney Cruise Line port, the Disney Cruise Line terminal is beautiful, but it's also sad when we have to leave. So unfortunately, that is going to conclude our Disney vlogs for the Disney Wish. However, if you have a keen eye, you will notice that I'm probably nowhere you've seen before, at least on this Disney vlog for the Disney cruise. That's because I'm actually not. We're actually at the Disney's Coronado Springs Resort in their Kronos Club, which is their club level amenities they have for club level guests. That video is the next one that you're gonna see, but make sure you like and share this video if you've liked it so far, and subscribe to our channel. That way you can get an update when this Kronos Club Coronado Springs resort stay goes live. You're gonna get a room tour as well as a resort tour, and of course that club level tour for you. As always, until then, I do hope you have a great, big, beautiful day, and we will see you real soon.